I've been checking out these GK Dave movie stories for a minute, and they're good, but I don't like the title of this one. Luka ain't going back to Dallas. Y'all must be crazy.
Alright, you kids get to bed, I get the storybook.
The deadly trade. How Luka Doncic was brought back to Dallas. The NBA world was rocked on a quiet Tuesday afternoon when news broke of a blockbuster mid-season trade. Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks' generational talent, was being shipped to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis. The trade sent shockwaves through the league, with fans, analysts, and players alike struggling to make sense of the move. For Mavericks fans, it was a gut punch. Luka wasn't just a player, he was the heart and soul of the franchise. His dazzling passes, clutch shots, and infectious charisma had made him a beloved figure in Dallas. The idea of him wearing purple and gold was unthinkable, but one fan, a man named Travis Tex McCullough, took it a step further. He rallied up the diehards like himself. "We can't just sit here and let this happen," Tex wrote in a fiery post on the Dallas Mavericks Fanatics Facebook group. "Luka belongs in Dallas forever. If the front office won't bring him back, we need to." The post sparked a heated debate, but by the end of the night, a plan was set in motion. The Dallas Mavericks Fanatics group was a tight-knit community of passionate fans. When Tex's post went viral, dozens of members chimed in, sharing their anger and frustration. Some called for protests, others for boycotts, but Tex had a more radical idea. Go to Los Angeles and grab Luka and bring him back to Dallas. At first, the idea was met with skepticism, but as the days passed and the trade continued to dominate the news cycle, more and more fans began to warm up to the idea. A week later, a group of 20 fans gathered at Clyde Warren Park in downtown Dallas. Tex stood on a picnic table, addressing the crowd like a general rallying his troops. Tex, a burly man who was 5'11" and in his late 30s with a thick Texas accent.
"Listen up, everybody. Luka's one of us. He may not be from America, but without him, it ain't no basketball team in Dallas," he
said, his voice booming.
"He's not just a player, he's family. And we don't let family go without a fight. He belongs in Dallas, and we're going to bring him home. But we need to be smart about this. When we go into LA and grab him, we need a plan that'll ensure we're successful. We might need to get some help from our good old buddy Trump."
The group spent hours hammering out the details. The ones in charge of the weapons would drive out to Los Angeles in vans or trucks while the rest of them took flights. They would stake out Crypto.com arena during a Lakers game and wait for the right moment to make their move. Grab Luka, bring him back to Texas, and keep him in a safe house until the suits and ties agree to trade him back to Dallas. The group pooled their resources, booking flights and renting cargo vans for the trip. As they drove to the airport, the mood was a mix of excitement and nervousness. They were about to do something crazy, something that could change their lives forever. The first group arrived in Los Angeles 2 days before the driving group would arrive, which was the same day as a Lakers-Clippers game. They spent their time scouting the Crypto.com arena, studying the security layout, and finalizing their plan. On the day of the game, after they all met up and went over their plan one more time, they blended in with the crowd wearing Lakers jerseys and carrying signs. But as they entered the arena, they received devastating news. Luka was out with an injury and wouldn't be at the game. "What we do now?" one of the group members asked, a fat, greasy-looking hillbilly named Bubba Joe, panic creeping into his voice. Tex thought for a moment, then grinned.
"We improvise, you big dummy."
45 minutes before the game tipped off, the group made their move. They snuck into a media section where LeBron James was sitting prepping for a short interview. Before anyone could react, 12 of the group members pulled out AR-15s they'd smuggled in via a few of them who posed as a camera crew, the dangerous rifles hidden in tripod carrying cases. They surrounded LeBron, brandishing metal and demanding his cooperation.
"Don't make a scene, big boy. If you gets unalive for a dumb move, then old MJ is going to win that GOAT debate. But if you stay cool, you'll have a chance to try and get a couple more rings.
Tex muttered, his tobacco juice-laced voice calm but menacing.
We just wanted Luka, but he ain't here, so we fixin' to take you instead.
LeBron, ever the professional, remained calm.
As long as none of y'all fools don't say shit about Bronny's horrible basketball skills, we good. I'll run through all y'all white boys about my son.
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
Tex replied, stifling a giggle.
Your boy's a future Hall of Famer just as sure as pig poop is slippery.
With LeBron in tow, towering over his kidnappers like the oldest kid in class, the group made their way out of the arena, warning security and law enforcement to stay back. LeBron was zip-tied and thrown into one of their waiting vans. The group drove through the night, stopping only for gas and food. LeBron, surprisingly cooperative, spent most of the trip chatting with his captors, trying to understand their motives. Y'all crazy-ass white dudes really love Luka that much that y'all risked y'all freedom just to bring him back to Dallas? LeBron asked. He's family, Tex replied. And family sticks together. After switching out of the vans for Chevy Tahoes at a rally point in Arizona, the group finally made it to the safe house back in Dallas. After unpacking, they set up a live stream, broadcasting their demands to Adam Silver and the NBA. They wanted Luka returned to the Mavericks, and if so, they were willing to release LeBron James unharmed in exchange. The NBA, the Mavericks, and the Lakers were thrown into chaos. Fans, players, and analysts debated the situation endlessly, while the FBI scrambled to track down the group. The director assigned Special Agent Vlad Feldman from YouTube's Vlad TV to the case, despite him mainly working to track down mob figures and rappers.
We definitely got to find these guys because LeBron is like GOAT number 2, so we need him. And I'm an FBI agent with a big-ass gun, but I'm not saying shit about Bronny. I'm about the same height as Stephen A. Smith, and LeBron towered over that idiot and probably would have knocked him out with one punch. So LeBron, we're going to find you and save you from those hijacking hillbillies.
After days of negotiations, the NBA commissioner gave the Lakers and Mavs mandatory orders to retrade Luka and Davis back to their respective teams. AD was happy as hell, but still disappointed with LeBron for not giving him a heads up that he was getting traded, lying as if he didn't have a clue. Luka would finally return to Dallas if they released LeBron immediately. The group, true to their word, let LeBron go, even dropping him off at the airport with a few bucks to catch a flight back home. As he walked away, he turned to Tex and said,
You guys are crazy. But y'all know 12's gonna find out who y'all are.
Why you staring at my booty like that? Since you want to act all thirsty, you need to hit that like and subscribe button for this video. You keep staring at my booty and I'ma tell my man GK and he ain't gonna let you watch his stories no mo.
Before King James's plane could touch ground at LAX, Agent Vlad and the feds finished up their recon and mobilized SWAT teams to raid all of the members' homes, including the safe house where they kept James. They were all arrested and charged with a host of crimes, which would definitely put them all away for decades. The group became legends in Dallas, their story immortalized in memes, t-shirts, and even a documentary. Luka's return to the Mavericks was short-lived, and he returned to the City of Angels after Vlad gave the word that all threats were eliminated. As for LeBron, he just shook his head and laughed. Only in Texas would fans do something wild like that. As Luka walked through the locker room doors for his return to the purple and gold, the Lakers went on to face LeBron's hometown team, the Cavaliers, in that year's NBA Finals, sweeping Cleveland after the odds favored Donovan Mitchell and his underdogs to be the ones to win it all. Tex and a few of the Facebook group's members were all housed at USP Big Sandy, a dangerous federal prison in Kentucky, and had to turn away from their Dorm Sports TV when their guy Luka Doncic hit the winning three-pointer in Game 4 with 0.2 seconds left on the clock.
You damn near 7 feet tall, and you already made me bitch up on
He
live
was
TV.
supposed to
Leave
do
me
that
alone.
in a Dallas uniform, gosh darn it.